What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hey, guys, I'm going to go over pretty much the only long that I traded. There's a few smaller ones, but wait, actually, this is the only long I traded. Okay, very important, guys. ARAV, this is the one that was on my radar. We had some beautiful pre-market structure, okay? This was a key, to me, breakdown zone that was already mapped out, charted out, right? I looked at the volume on this. They had some nice absorption candles, some buyers. So to me, this area needs to be eventually protected. Maybe, potentially, okay? This breakdown zone, I definitely wanted to see reclaim and start to take off. Now, structure is so important, right? Understanding that this is a bigger float is definitely going to help you, right? How is it going to help you? Well, if you see this right here, there's very many fake outs. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the map, guys. I just wanted to show you, no matter what, the first thing I do before I take any trade now is map out my supply and demand. Okay, I don't care about no EMAs anymore. I don't, it's a good thing for people to, if it helps you, cool. It didn't help me. I mark out these zones. This is how Mikey's trading now. If I don't do this, I just will not even look at the name yet. I go straight to the daily, map it out. I want to know what's going on. I don't want to be FOMO chasing, thinking this is a good dip when it's clearly in supply, and then I buy the dip and I get bagged and I have to cut, and now I'm like, hey, what is going on? And then I actually chart it out and I'm like, whoa, my fault, no excuse. This has been saving me and preparing me for everything, because even on charts that I find and I go touch, I will map them out, and then eventually, if things pop up on the gappers, if things are hitting on my watch list, because I have a huge watch list that I'm watching now, and all of them are mapped. They're charted. They're ready to go. Okay, I can't emphasize that enough. It's super important. Stop trading blind. Even if you just do this, at least you have an idea of where it's going, and you can use level 2 to help you. Okay, but let's go back. As you guys know, I love seeing support when I draw my zones, right? There's a clear 1750 front runner bidder that stood. And in fact, he never even came and got sold into. Maybe a little toot toot taps right there. This is why this is so important. You're not going to be able to see this. Yeah, you can see some support. That's cool. But is it getting sold into? Is it a false breakdown? What is going on? These were phenomenal ads, okay? Now, previous areas of interest, potential pivots, potential walls that are getting taken out on the offer side. So right here, if you missed anything right here, these were creating higher lows. Okay, you don't really need your chart to see this anymore. It's happening right here, right in front of your face using the book. Now, while this is happening, it's great. I'm going to emphasize it again. I can look right here and say, okay, I see all my zones. I see the candlesticks that it's making. Cool. Maybe a flag here, a flag there. Okay, 3 bars, whatever it is. It's a wedge. Got it. Great. So I see this right here and I see things building. Okay. This stock traded so differently because it was a bigger float. Okay, it's super important to know, because I know a lot of people just love to get in and scalp stuff, and they want to smack it right here and it doesn't go, and now they got to dump it, and then they just watch it tick back up over and over again, right? Try to buy breakout, boom. Try to buy breakout, boom. It's not fun, okay? Um, I still have some little core. We'll see how it plays out at the end of the day. I'll post this pretty much at 4. Um, to me, this is potential backside now. We'll see how this plays out, okay? Or this could just be a day 1 for a soak. So if it pulls back, consolidates, closes green, cool. Keep it on watch for Monday. But if not, so far I'm seeing the same type of action that I saw in TSPT, WHLR, right? So I want to make sure that Well, I already pretty much locked in a lot from here because I held patiently for 9:30. You know, almost 4.5 hours. Finally got rewarded. Didn't have to stress. Right. That's super cool too. And then I got to see the whole thing play out. There's a really amazing book flip real quick. I want to show you that right here. Okay. Now, mind you, if you don't do this, you have to spread this to see all this extra liquidity right here because it's gonna be bunched up. So when you actually spread it out, they actually had bidders with this, guys. Okay. The reason why I didn't show you this in the beginning, because I guarantee a lot of you are probably like, well, where's the support? It was here. We had support. Okay. Let me rewind. Let's rewind. Okay. Not only do we have a nice 1750 bidder, as things started to develop, we're putting in some higher lows. And on these higher lows, we're actually catching some bids. I like to see these little front runner spoofs in the beginning. It's called the front side of the move. On the back side of the move, you have to be really paying attention to the structure. As of right now, I thought this was front side, so I'm going to hold my core. All right, bidders start to come in as price action starts to increase. Now, as you see this, this was an offer. This was an offer. Okay. As we start going, it does a beautiful book flip. Whew, look at that. I was probably screaming out of my chair if I go look at my video again. Guys, I always record my videos, my face, right? Because when I was doing my own personal studies, I saw how distracted I was, unfocused, all over the place. Actually, almost stressing out too. I caught myself stressing so much. It's like 9:37, 9:45, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes into the bell. Guys, that is crazy. Okay, crazy. Okay, let me say it again. Crazy. Don't do that. Stop. All right. So, a nice, really nice, beautiful book flip. I mean, and you just saw this thing started to crank as price action started to go and build. Bidders were up here to sustain, sustain. They run into a nice 24 wall and pull back. This is a previous area of interest. If this is going to break down, I want to see a real breakdown now. Okay? A real one. It does not happen. And then, in fact, there is a bidder lower right here that started to become a front runner when price action started to pull back into these previous areas of bidders. This is great, right? This is great, especially if you're someone who holds a position, who doesn't scalp, who gets in super early, and then gets rewarded for their patience. Okay, that's a great thing. Now, I'm not telling you how to trade. You can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you how Mikey trades and how I'm able to avoid even stopping out and trying to hold for a bigger move. And here's the thing. On the second attempt, this is where it becomes super important. I'm watching it break down right now. I'm gonna stop out. Yeah, why not? I only held a little bit right there. Anyways, okay. Um, that's fine. It was just some just to see what happens. Nothing crazy. You already made the daily goal. Okay, this is super important. If this starts to open up and I see this, and immediately they stuff it right here with a smaller offer. As soon as it pulls down and they throw the same offer back on, whoa, maybe potential backside, okay? But it does not happen. Guys, this is the beauty of this, okay? The reason why I'm breaking this down little by little, I want you guys to see, okay? I want you guys to see, all right? Not only did do this, but this was a previous area of interest as well, okay? As things are pulling back, right? What is this area? You probably won't even know. I'll show you really quick, okay? This is your, what do we got? 22. When this thing pulled back, zones, previous area of supply turned into demand for a few seconds. But when this thing pulled back and did this sharp pullback, it retested this zone that I had out. So that was great to see. You know, I think it's I love it when you just keep getting better, right? You're plugging away, you're marking out your levels, your zones, and now it's a beautiful thing that I can just pull this up, and then the plays that I'm in will respect them, right? Again, this is going to be different for everyone. It's super important to start building your own data or data, however you say it, right? Build your playbook and see how you can keep improving on it, okay? Do not be one of those guys who doesn't have a playbook. Don't be one of those guys that if you go ask them how they make money, they don't even know. Well, I got a feel for it. Well, I do this here, I do this there. Because you know why? I see it way too much now, and it's insane. I see people just getting excited over a name that went parabolic, and they probably don't even understand why it went parabolic. I see people getting excited because they might win really big on a name, and they still don't know why. And then what's painful to see is that the next day they come in and they get destroyed. They try to repeat that same habit, that same goal. You know, build a base for yourself and build it layer by layer, one micro goal at a time, one step at a time. You want to fail, fail forward, okay? You want to fail at the things that you're trying to build at because then you're going to start improving your skills in that area. You can't do that if you're all over the place. You have no playbook. If I ask you how you make your money, you just don't know. Okay, that's a problem. All right. Um, do yourself. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you what to do, but just start to realize. Hey, ask yourself: do I even know what I'm doing? Do I have a playbook? Have I been trading all over the place? And if you have, that's okay. Take the first step and start small and build a base and learn. Learn properly. Learn from people who are doing it too. Don't listen to people who don't even know what they're doing. That's crazy. No more of that stuff. All right. Much love, guys. Peace out. Mikey.